What's going on, sports fans, football fans, Giants fans? Welcome to another episode of the Big Blue Lounge with the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. I am your host, Big Blue, my co-host, Big Pat Sports Talk, and we're going to talk about the wide receiver competition that is going on in the New York Giants facility. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button, and enjoy the intro real quick. You heard?
Ain't no chat, no like, it's just action. All my just front like they tapping. You already know. Popping. Ain't no stopping me now, steady rocking. Watch them hate on me now, cause I'm locked in. Watch the hate on me now, cause I'm popping. I ain't stopping.
And the New York Giants are the Super Bowl champs.
Yeah. Okay, welcome back, fellas. Thank you for tuning in, man. Hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button. Don't be a ninja watcher, you heard? But today, me and Pat, we're on the Big Blue Kickoff live with Paul Dottino, New York Giants facility again, and had a good conversation, and also got some insight that a lot of people probably don't know. Now, as a lot of people do know, Malik Nabers and Deontay Banks were going at it today. Had quite a few one-on-one matchups. Malik Nabers caught a touchdown. Deontay Banks deflected a touchdown, and they went back and forth a lot. Some heavy competition going on there. And what I said to Mr. Paul Dottino was that that is a good problem to have. Iron sharpens iron, and when you have competition like that, it becomes infectious, and it gets everybody else around them to buy in and compete. And he touched on something that a lot of people weren't reporting on. He said that second wave of receivers is when they get chances, they're getting out there and they're showing out too. Because when you have a guy like Malik Nabers and you have a guy like Deontay Banks competing, and they're both trying to show out to earn a spot and solidify that alpha stature, that alpha status says, hey, I'm the man in this position group. When you have that competition going on, the other guys who aren't want to be. So that makes them, if you're a dog, it's gonna make you want to step up because you're like, hey, I'm not getting left behind. I got to get out here and put on too. You know what I'm saying? So Paul Dottino touched on that, and he said that the wide receivers that you guys really don't know about are showing up and showing out too. So I love the fact that the competition in the wide receiver group is getting infectious and contagious and spreading.
Pause. But Malik Nabers had 2 touchdowns today. Jalen Hyatt had 2 touchdowns today. Lawrence Cager had 2 touchdowns today. Allen Robinson, one-on-ones was putting in work, showing that he still has his route running capability, even though the speed
How
may
many
be gone.
touchdowns was that DJ threw today? Get off my motherfucking
I
boy.
think he threw 5. I think he threw 5 because Lawrence Cager caught one from
Al Bundy status.
yeah,
What's 5 touchdowns in one game?
right. But he threw 5, and I think Drew Lock threw one to Lawrence Cager today. One of Lawrence Cager's touchdowns today. So Malik Nabers' energy on the field is infectious. Like, we have a dog on this team again as far as an alpha receiver. And even though Nabers is the youngest of the group, his energy is the most infectious because now everybody sees what a real dog looks like. You know, before then, the best receiver we had is Darius Slayton, and there's no slight at Darius Slayton. He's just not a number one dog. Like, I think he'll be a great number 2 receiver for any team. And maybe he does take that role with us this year. But Jalen Hyatt is making a case for himself. Jalen Hyatt has gotten stronger. His route running has gotten better. Like, that one touchdown, that route that he ran in the end zone and had, I think it was Trey Hawkins' food. Like, that route would have beat plenty of cornerbacks in this league. And if he continues to develop that, Hyatt is going to be a problem because his speed is too much. So if he learns how to get that burst that Nabers has as far as controlling that burst, he has burst off the line, but he doesn't have control of it. He's like a one-speed guy right now. But Malik Nabers, he can turn it to 100 miles, then turn it down to 50, then turn it down to 25, go back up to 120. Like, Nabers is going to be an absolute problem. as long as he stays healthy. But if Hyatt develops that to where he can start mirroring his routes and having deceptive routes, it's going to be a problem out there on the field. And Wan'Dale Robinson is back as advertised. And if Lawrence Cager can step up, I know a lot of people are not a fan of Lawrence Cager making his team, but if he continues to step up and show that he can use that receiving ability, there's a spot on the team for Lawrence Cager. Just going to let you know it's going to be Cager, Theo Johnson, and Bellinger, and they're going to have to get a fourth tight end and one of the blocking tight ends, and Matt Hurts, or it's going to be Matt Hurts because he's better than Stowe. So you saw a little clip of the Greatest Show on Turf Big Blue edition today to see exactly how it can go if this offensive line blocks. Now, I know Luminor didn't practice on 11-11s today, but he's okay. It's just bruised ribs. It's a tough guy. He had Go ahead.
Another tidbit that we got today from that call in is that they are really focusing on Izuru becoming a swing tackle and not a jack of all trades. So even with Evan Neal on the PUP list, we're more than likely going to see a Luminor at right tackle and Izuru as the swing tackle backup for Thomas and the Luminor, while Neal is on the PUP list. So I would probably expect them to be signing Greg Von Ratten to bolster up this guard room because I don't believe that McKeithy can get it done. And I think we've seen pretty much what his ceiling is. But another quick point is for all of these receivers to be competing so much, there has to be someone throwing them the ball. And that someone has a big old chip on his shoulder, has read all the articles, has seen all the BS, has heard all the bullcrap, and has focused on rehabbing, getting back, becoming better. And trust me when I tell you, DJ looks like a completely new quarterback right now. He looks competitive, focused, decisive, quick-footed. He is slinging the ball, and he's got toys now. Pause. If this offensive line can be functional, we don't even got to say top 20. If they can be functional, it's going to be a problem.
Because we have too many outlets on this team. We could do the quick game with Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Nabers. We can hit you deep with Nabers, Hyatt, Wan'Dale Robinson, or Slayton. We could work the middle of the field with Wan'Dale Robinson or Nabers. We could work the middle of the field with Bellinger or Theo Johnson.
I mean, we got guys fighting for the 4th, 5th, and 6th receiver spot that are lightning fast. Okay, people forget Bryce Ford Wheaton ran a 40 in 4.3. Slayton, burner. Okay. What's the other guy? We got another receiver who's fast as hell. I think he's a gunner, but still fast. Hyatt, Nabers, and Wan'Dale, we all know they're fast, shifty, quick. They can cut and juke very fast. And they're speedsters as well. They can take the top off. But even the 4th, 5th, and 6th, the guys that are fighting for the 4th, 5th, and 6th spot are burners. You cannot cover all of these guys. And if you happen to by miracle do so, you still got to worry about the running back, Tyrone Tracy, or Theo Johnson, or Bellinger, or DJ breaking a run on you. So it's too much to contain. I don't see no 85 Bears out here. So good luck.
Yeah, I mean, really good luck. We got people like Hodgins that are fighting for a roster spot, and he was one of our main receivers just last year. So, Bryce Ford Wheaton, Robinson, and Hodgins, I believe those three guys are fighting for one roster spot, to be honest with you. And that's tremendously new for the New York Giants because the receivers, it's like, man, can we just get a receiver? But now it's like, man, we might have too many receivers now.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, so I'm thinking the guy that's going to be left out is Allen Robinson. To be honest with you, and he'll find another job rather quick if we do decide to move on from Allen Robinson. But even so, Hodges still might not make it because they may give that spot to Bryce Ford Wheaton and keep going with the young guns. But I think you do need a veteran presence on the team. So if they feel that Allen Robinson's veteran presence can help out the young guys on the field,
Mr. Tony.
then he will be on this team unless they feel Slayton can fill that role as well as being a person that's getting on the field and getting his snaps. So this receiving core, I'm definitely going to be looking at this receiving core moving forward because I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot to be had with this receiving core, man. To be honest with you.
If we touch on something that P Dot was talking about yesterday on the stream, in reference to the defensive front, right? You can't double cover Thibodeau. You can't double cover Dex, and you can't double cover Brian Burns, right? You can't put two guys to block them, right? Because then you got six guys blocking three guys, and that fourth guy is coming. Okay. But same thing with our receivers. You can't double cover three receivers with six DBs. Because then that means you have what on the field for linebackers and front linemen?
See, if we can start dictating the teams how they dictate to us, where we got to have 6 to 7 people blocking, our secondary, which people are very scared of, they may have some legit concerns. But if we got 7 guys in coverage going against only 3 receivers out there on the field, we should be in good shape. And if we're still able to get pressure, even though they got 6 people blocking, yeah, it's going to be a problem, man.
Guys, if this is your first time tuning in, hit that subscribe button for G Nation Inside Sports and Big Pat Sports Talk. If you're getting any value or any information out of this content, man, it is absolutely free. It costs you nothing to push that subscribe button. You heard? Takes less than a second. You ain't got to fill out no form, create no account, give no username, or none of that. You just hit the word till it change color one time. Bam. That's all it takes. Christopher Tony, hope everyone in the chat enjoys today's summer and life in general. Marlon Jackson, my guys, I know it's early, but I'm optimistic about our offense this year. 11-6, Mr. Marlon.
Mm-hmm.
Slade One Gunner said Slayton Sony. Heard about trading for Heineke?
No, they're not going to trade for a quarterback. And DeVito is better than Heineke, so I don't know why you would trade for Taylor Heineke. That doesn't make sense.
DeVito better than Drew Lock, in my opinion. Slayton ain't going nowhere. Facts. That fourth guy is Aziz.
Yeah, I think Aziz can feast this year.
I'm not sleeping on Aziz. No, nobody is. I was just saying in regards to you can't double team Dexter, Thibodeau, and Brian Burns because Aziz is going to come. Ben Simmons is going to come. Somebody else is going to be completely free, untouched to the quarterback, unabated. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, it should be a tough out for offenses this year against the.
I deleted that comment before. What comment?
We don't know it because he deleted it. Ghost Dog, what's going on? Slade, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, this now as great as the receivers did today, the secondary had a very tough time today. Hawkins had a very tough time today. Flott had a very tough time today.
No, they did good too, though, according to Tino. He said there was a battle.
As far as giving up touchdowns.
Yeah, because they was playing from the 30-yard line. They was damn near in the red zone. So of course, you know, the field is shortened and then it makes it harder. But yeah, I get it.
But I will say this. Nick McLeod playing Nick in the slot. he looked pretty doggone good today. He was tough. He was physical. I forgot Wandale Robinson caught a touchdown today too. So that's 7. What's going on, Miz?
Yeah, Paul Dottino said Javarius Owens was looking good today too.
Yeah, Owens did look good today. He had some deflection. I think he had 2 deflections today. When I think about it, Banks had a deflection. Simmons had a deflection.
What up, Miz?
What up?
Talking about this wide receiver competition, but everybody's forgetting that in order for there to be a fiery wide receiver competition, there has to be somebody throwing the rock to them wide receivers. And all signs are pointing to DJ is out there lighting them up right now. All signs are pointing to DJ is focused, swift on his feet, decisive, and making good decisions with the ball. So I think you guys been shitting on this man and hating on this man for so long that you just woken the inner beast, and he about to come out here and put the paws on y'all.
I'll say this. If Daniel Jones played like he did in 2022, he would have at least 25 to 30 touchdowns with this receiving core this year. Because if he did that with Richie James and Seals and all those guys, I'm quite sure the stats would have been a lot better if you would have had those guys during that season.
Yes, and I paused him, Jarvis. He said, yo, homies, P. Dot had a lot of pause moments when he was on your stream. Yes, I said pause very quietly, but I said it about 20 times.
So Miz, you've been talking to me and texting me about Brian Burns. What excites you about Brian Burns so bad, man? What do you see in Brian Burns on this field, and what do you think his impact will be on this defense this year?
Oh man, edge rusher, bro, beast. Guys just top of the line. He's gonna make Kayvon. He's gonna make Kayvon so good. And then you got Dexter. I'm just happy about, like, we have players now that are gonna elevate the football team. You know, not just on defense. You got Brian Burns, Kayvon, Dexter, Banks is a dog. Now you got, clearly these receivers are stepping up. They clearly have a confidence about them. Just 2 days into camp, you could see it. Nabers has installed confidence in this wide receiving core. Daniel Jones, nothing excites me more than watching Daniel Jones throw the way he's throwing. Like, I hope this just goes into the season, and you know it will, as long as the O-line stays together and grows. This wide receivers is gonna, Daniel Jones, I think, is gonna thrive with these guys. This guy Nabers, man, he's just different. I love it. I'm excited already, man. 2 days in. I'm trying to contain myself, but I sent a video to somebody, I won't mention any names, that told me yesterday on his stream to stop it. That Daniel Jones can't make any fucking deep throws. His knee is done. Today, the very first bomb he threw, a beautiful diamond, 55, 60 yards, okay? I sent him the video. Stop, don't send me this shit, okay? I don't want to hear it. I go, man, you a miserable motherfucker. You are miserable. You can't have you're not even happy, excited that things might be much better than anyone thinks it is. And it usually is. When the Giants are slept on and they're shit, that's when the Giants have their best seasons, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Historically, we do.
I really think this kid Nabers is going to turn this receiving room around, as long as his offensive line can keep the quarterback upright, no matter who the quarterback is. If you don't like Daniel Jones or whoever, you should be excited that you got some guys on the field that will actually be open for your quarterback. Like, seriously.
They're so unhappy, bro. He misses a 3-yard bubble pass on a bullshit, stupid pass the first day of camp. They had a parade.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the guy's throwing dimes all over the place. He looks healthy, no restrictions. He's big, he's strong. He's throwing a pass to Nabers that you're dying to see with a defender locked on him, and he still puts it right there, and they're
Where
not happy with
only
it.
the receiver can make a play on it. I had a
Yeah.
discussion with Paul.
I
The
heard you
team,
guys.
and
I listened to you guys talking to Paul D. I heard it.
he said that Deontay Banks was in great coverage, but Daniel Jones threw such a perfect ball and placed it where only Malik Nabers could make a play on it. And guess what? Malik did. But the underlying thing that nobody's mentioning is Daniel Jones has come out here and put some stank on it. You heard?
Yeah,
His
that
ass
was
out here,
that was a pretty pass. You
he
gotta
has
give him
come
that.
out here
Behind
focused
the
this
shoulder pass, back corner of the end zone. Are you serious, bro?
Listen to this. The Malik Nabers effect. I think he trusts him. I think he trusts Malik Nabers to where I could throw this ball and he'll catch it.
He's never had a
On the back.
receiver like
Yeah,
that
he's never had a receiver like that.
or in the NFL. So he's like,
Yeah.
oh, they gave me a Bugatti. Oh, I'm about to burn rubber.
They'll develop that chemistry throughout preseason. That's fine. And
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
got to know that he's got the type of weapon here that you sometimes he won't be open, and you still got to just throw the ball, knowing that he's going
Yeah.
to play on
Yep.
it.
Yep.
yeah, he's never had a receiver that he trusts like that. The most trust he's ever had in a receiver like that was what's the guy? That came from the Lions. I can't think of it. Golden Tate.
Yeah.
Golden Tate, his rookie year, and he does it a time or two with Slayton, but he's never had a guy to where he could throw the ball and he's covered and it's still a good pass. Just put it in his vicinity, and he's going to go up and get the ball. He's never had a receiver like that, and so it's going to take him time to adjust because I think Daniel Jones, since he has never had weapons like that, he doesn't want to take those chances. You see what I'm saying? Because he knows that if a mistake happens, it's pretty much over because we've never had a team that could overcome a mistake. If you really look at the teams we've had since Daniel Jones has been here, he's like, I got to try to play perfect because if I don't play perfect, we don't have a chance. But when you have receivers on the field like a D-Hop or Adams or Justin Jefferson, you got a huge sense of confidence to know that, hey, I could throw this ball to this guy even though he's covered, and he'll go and he'll find a way to get the ball and make a play for us. I believe this is the first time that he's actually ever played with a receiver like that since college. You guys are right. He didn't have a receiver like that at Duke. It was like, man, if this dude ain't wide open, man, I can't really trust him to catch this ball over this dude.
Now that what the guys say about him in the NFL, that DJ needs everything to be perfect to win. No, that's what he needed in college. His team was so trash in college that he took them guys to the big dance himself. So when people hate on him, go back and look at what this guy did in college. Nobody from his team got drafted.
Yeah, he was the only guy that got drafted.
So
and his teams in
now
college.
you give him a plethora of options in Nabers, Hyatt, Wandale Robinson, Allen Robinson, Slayton, Theo Johnson, Bellinger, Luke Cager, Tyrone Tracy, Singletary can also catch out of the backfield as well. He's got so many weapons at his disposal now that y'all gonna have no choice but to eat crow. And I'm gonna sit here and watch every second of it and laugh at you motherfuckers.
I hope so, man. I hope so, bro, because I'm one of these guys. I admit I wanted a certain guy in the draft, but I've never hated Jones. But I am so sick of this left-wing fan base. I call him a left-wing. It's almost like a political shit to me. So I just that's what
it is. Hey, Miz, it really is, bro.
It's the woke fan
It really
base.
is.
It is, man. It is. These are the same fans that would spray paint stuff all over the field like they did in DC yesterday. I look at them as them. It's them. It's those people, man. I mean, it's like no matter what this guy do, They're at the point now where they're gonna root against this team from winning games. It's pathetic, man.
You're gonna root against your own team because you don't like a player.
Yeah,
That shit is
that's
ridiculous.
That's what it's
That shit is
becoming.
toxic. Let me use a virtue signal word. It's toxic.
Oh, I told a guy, again, I try not to mention names. I told a guy a few months ago, and they were all going nuts. Daniel Jones will walk out the tunnel week 1 for the very first down. No way. His knee's done. He's finished. His neck. Blah, 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 blah. Here we are. First day of training camp. Not even week 1.
I didn't say he won, Christopher Tony. Rewind it. I said he took them to the big dance.
Yeah, he took him to bowl
behind your
games.
quarterback, bro. Get behind your quarterback. I'm tired of.
But I never said they won. I said he
talking about next year's draft in August, bro.
Mm-hmm. They're already talking about drafting another quarterback next year already. So it's weird, but Miz, you actually hit the nail on the head. It is political, to be honest with you. It's political.
It is. Everything in this country is political, but I'll keep it to sports right now. It's sad, bro. It is a sad thing, man. Going into the season miserable.
Average B said none of his college teammates on offense were drafted to the Canadian Football League, even not even to the CFL.
If you literally don't go up on Google and look at that roster from the years that Daniel Jones played, you would not know not one player on that team besides Daniel Jones. That's it. And I'm talking about offense, defense, and special teams. You don't even know the kicker's name.
It's a waste of time. You listen, Jones could light it up, and the Giants could win the division this year, and they'll hate him even more for that.
You know what's coming, Miz. Now the excuse, let's say Daniel Jones really goes out there and ball. Now the excuses would be, oh, he needed everything perfect to do anything. Although somebody like Joe Burrow that had 3 number 1 receivers on the field and a very good tight end and a top running back on the field with him, they'll say it was all Joe Burrow.
Breaking news. Canelo has been stripped of his IBF title for taking too long to defend it. Now, he is forced to fight Edgar Berlanga, the Puerto Rican knockout monster from Brooklyn, September 14th.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one.
That's
going to be a good one. I still give the edge to Canelo, but that was going to be a good one. I think he'll outclass him as far as boxing wise, but if he allows Berlanga to get inside, it's going to be a problem.
I agree. Canelo's a better boxer, but if Berlanga puts them paws on him and he can't get away, Berlanga hits hard.
Yeah, but the point is with that matchup. Yeah, but the thing with that matchup is Canelo's a way better boxer.
Yeah,
and he's going to keep him outside. Yeah. I'm telling you that now. It may be a unanimous decision, but
if he can't keep him outside, Berlanga has longer reach.
Canelo has more boxing acumen, though.
Boxing IQ, yes. But if he can learn to cut the ring off and use his arms, Canelo's
I've never seen Berlanga do that. I've never seen Berlanga do that. When have you seen Berlanga use his jab like that, even though he has those long arms?
He's a knockout artist.
Yeah, and that's what's going to get him. He ain't going to get knocked out. I don't think he'll knock him out, but it'll be a unanimous decision. I promise you that. But
ready for the season.
I made a mistake about a few minutes before I got on here of going on Twitter because I wanted to see if there was some highlights I didn't get to see that I missed from today. Wow. And I had a kid over there. He got to be about 18, 19 years old, whatever. And he put 3 titles under a video. And one of them was Jones was inaccurate today. So I had to fucking go right in, bro. I went right in. I said, yo, you son of a bitch, you man. You are a straight hater, bro. How can you say he had a bad day today when he was throwing dimes all over the field? What's wrong with you?
You son of a bitch.
I said, you're just going to hate no matter what.
Because
he was like, oh, I was there. Were you there? I said, I was there. I'm on the field, motherfucker. I'm the head coach, Brian Gable. How could
No,
you
what?
be like that? How could you be so negative? Man, it was starting
Because
to
because the negative is the popular thing to do. You can Daniel Jones could go 35 for 36, and then we'll talk about the one pass he missed. That's how bad it is.
Yes, that's unbelievable, man. That is unbelievable.
That's how bad it is. They're talking about 2 little passes that he missed, throwing like 4 to 5 yards that probably got tipped at the line of scrimmage. That's what they're talking about. They didn't talk about all the touchdowns he threw. They don't talk about how he still has his speed and he looks healthy. Like he looks like nothing happened to his knee, which is
Right.
incredible. In
Yes.
8 months, that's incredible. I don't know what that dude's doing.
Well, but they're upset about that. You know that. They're
No, I know you're
disappointed.
not. I was just making sure you understood. I said that I never said they won.
They're disappointed that his knee is healthy so fast. I hope you know that. The
Jones
haters are angry about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Iman.
That's
If
exactly
Daniel
what
Jones,
happened.
if Daniel Jones does what Lou has predicted, throws 42 touchdowns, runs for 8 touchdowns, and throws for over 4,500 yards, they will say, well, it's because of Neighbors. But I thought receivers I thought quarterbacks make the receiver. That's
Yep.
what I was told.
It's all about division. If he
Yeah.
wears blue, I root for him. Very simple. Go Giants. Thank you, C. Sanders. Man, hit that subscribe button for a real Giants fan, man. Come on, man.
You see, they could say that, Pat, but that don't matter because you could turn that on them. Because you
Yeah.
could turn around and say, yeah, well, if the Giants would have done the right thing around him 3-4 years ago, this is what you would have got every year.
Hey, Champ Life Boxing. I invite you to join us for a Leather to the Face stream, man. You always in here supporting the cause, man. I would love for you to come on and join us for a boxing stream.
And we see you every leather to the face, faithfully.
Health and wealth to all. Tommy.
What's going on, Tommy?
I hear you, Big Lou. 11-6, nothing less than 9-8. I'm good.
What's up, NYG?
Yo, what's good?
What's good? What's good?
What's good, man? Not much maintaining.
Sound tired.
Yeah, I got a dip in a minute, man.
You're struggling. Yeah, Blue Lock trash, bro. Y'all need to go look at NYG's videos, man. He got a beautiful clip where I told y'all exactly what was gonna happen. What? Look like we running with DJ for another year, cuz.
That's after we pick Neighbors.
DJ, so until that change, social media will follow. Yep.
Yeah. If they all, let's just say they say, man, Daniel Jones is great. Guess what? You'll see on Twitter everything about Daniel Jones being great because they're sheep.
Facts.
Yeah. Jones to Neighbors will open everything on the field, slating his improvement and continue development. Have a career year. Can't let him go. Robinson looks fully healthy, creating space all year long.
Facts.
So Dak can have Lamb. Well, Lamb is holding out. CD Lamb is holding out for a bigger contract. So Dak can have Lamb. Hurts can have AJ Brown, but DJ can't have Neighbors. Right. Average beast. This how crazy and sick these people are. That Hard Knocks is an eye opener. Yeah. And matter of fact, the Hard Knocks is saying everything that we've been saying all year.
Yeah. Now the thing that surprised me on
argued with us about.
Yeah, the thing that surprised me on Hard Knocks is the receivers coach actually told them I would take Neighbors over Marvin Harrison Jr. Now that surprised the shit out of me. So they really think this Neighbors kid is the cream of the crop.
I said before the draft.
He is.
Yeah, you did say that. Nah, I get that.
And I spoke about it too, like a month before the draft, and we both thought Neighbors was going to be the best all-around, wide receiver in that draft.
And I can see how they can say that.
Marvin Harrison's a dog. I just think
Marvin Harrison's going to be great.
Yeah, I
know
think
he is
going to have a better career. Now, I was wrong about the Aiden Hutchinson, but I'm right about the Neighbors. Damn it!
I told you was wrong about Aiden Hutchinson. I told you that dude was a monster.
Shit.
No, I can give you your props when I'm wrong. All right. Don't worry about
I said I was wrong.
Yeah.
I came out and made a video and said I was wrong about Aiden Hutchinson. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It ain't
I
I told you that dude was going to be a monster.
went to the gym the next day, and Buko said, Lou is crazy. Hunko told me in the gym, Lou is crazy. I go, he's trying to gamble on one so he could try to look good if it happens, but there's no way Hutchinson's not going to be.
Nah, I
big
was
time.
part of that dumb woke culture at one point.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Donchins, he says, "Oh, Malik Nabers was Plan B. Plan A was Drake May or Jaden Daniels." Well, sorry, Plan A didn't work. So Plan B was a receiver, and they like Malik Nabers more than Marvin Harrison and Rome Odunze. And believe it or not, I think they like Brock Bowers more than Odunze.
That's
You
crazy.
You don't know
Yeah.
if that's
Brock-
Plan B. You don't know that because when
Brock
push come to
Bowers,
shove at the final moment, you don't know that Shane was going to want to give up 2 1s and 2 2s. Who knows? You know?
Here's
But
another thing, right? How everybody was like, "Oh, Dable and Shane don't like Daniel. They want to trade up and get a quarterback." You clearly heard Shane say, "We invested a lot of money in DJ, but the injuries is something that we need to look at."
mhm.
He said, "Now,
And it was because they didn't know DJ will be ready for the
right,
season.
but
That
the
was
first
said
thing
too.
he said was we invested a lot of money in him." And I told people when they gave him that deal, scratch drafting a quarterback next year. I told people that last year when he got that deal. I said it mathematically makes no sense. You don't give a quarterback $160 million contract and then go draft a quarterback in the first round that's going to be guaranteed 35, 40 mil a year. It's mathematically stupid. That would get a GM fired. But nobody listened. Oh, they got to get a QB or Shane don't know what he's doing. And yeah. Y'all don't know math.
That's a fact. And then the thing that they just dismiss is they said about the quarterback position because they didn't know if Daniel Jones was going to be ready.
Not about his play, but about his health.
And you got to know that what that Hard Knocks was done in February. That was only a couple of months into Daniel Jones's rehab. So I'm quite sure if they knew that Daniel Jones would be doing what Daniel Jones is right now, I'm quite sure that would have went different.
Yep.
I'm quite sure it would have went different. But you can hate on Daniel Jones all you want. The dude's still here. And that's why I root for him, because all the haters that he has, he doesn't give up. He doesn't get down on himself. And guess what? He's like, hey, look, I'm going to go out here and I got a job to do.
Good point, Chris D. Yeah, I believe Slayton makes the roster and stays on the team. He has the most familiarity with DJ.
He's making the roster.
Hey, NYG, Slayton getting a little rowdy out there. He put on a out there that was pretty nice. I was like, I ain't never seen this out of Slayton.
I'm telling you what's happening. It's Malik Nabers. Malik Nabers got these receivers all playing like dogs, and they all gonna feed off his energy. You know what I'm saying?
If they don't show up, they won't make the team. So they competing in that room for a spot.
I mean, not just the ones that's competing for a spot, but you know, guys like Hyatt, guys like Robinson, guys like Slayton. You know what I'm saying? Those guys right there, they're going to compete like that because they don't want to be showed up by the other one. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a competition, but it's going to be a good type of competition to where, you know, everybody's going to be able to get targets and yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what I want to ask y'all is, I was thinking about this earlier. You know, I'm figuring Malik Nabers is probably going to get 1,000 yards. How many of these receivers do you think is possible can get over 1,000 yards?
Well, let me say this. I will say 2. It is going to be Nabers and Robinson, or Nabers and Slayton. Now, I can't say this. If there's not 2,000-yard receivers,
there'll be 2 close and 1 right behind.
I think, Nabers will get over 1,000 yards, and you will have like 2 or 3 receivers with at least 600 plus.
Yep.
Because I think Wan'Dale Robinson, I think his floor is 700 and something yards. I think that's his floor because the way that he will be used this year. I think he will get a lot of targets. which would bring down the targets for Slayton and Hyatt because I think they're going to share those targets.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever has the hot hand that will play in that game. You see what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
how I think it's going to be played. Whoever has the hot hand between Hyatt and Slayton, that's who's going to get the snaps that game. Say if Slayton's coming off a game where he has 80 yards or 100 yards, all right, we're going to roll with Slayton today until he proves to us that we need to get Hyatt in there more times than you. So that's why I believe that Slayton won't be a Giant after this year. Not because he's not good. It's because he wants to go somewhere where he can get snaps.
Himself out where he can get his bread. I will say this to this comment. He said Plan A wasn't getting a QB because he said we're not giving the Kings ransom to move up. This, I think that it was just kicking the tires, so to speak, see if somebody would shake, but that's not really our goal. We've already given this guy 160 mil. Well, he's contracted to 160 mil, spent 210 mil in free agency, and only have 6 picks. I think they were just making it look like they were doing, but I'm telling you, man, if Dable is supposed to be the QB whisperer, look what he did with Josh Allen. Right? Look what he did over there with if DJ turns around and goes 11-6 this year and throws 40 touchdowns even, right? That makes Brian Dable's stock. Because all the shit that everybody's been talking about DJ for 5 seasons, 6 seasons, you get this man to come in here and become a head coach, and you turn this team around and go win the national championship, NFC championship, or a Super Bowl. You can't tell us shit. You can't tell us shit. You can't say shit about the coaching. You can't say shit about the GM, and you can't say shit about the play. And I really think that's where we're headed. And I think that they're doing it right. If we get this Greg Von Ratten guy and just get rid of Evan Neal, I will be happy. I know people don't like that.
You can't get rid of Evan Neal, bro.
Get rid of that son of a bitch. Listen, the same way everybody's like, get rid of DJ, I'm the same way for Evan Neal. Get rid of that motherfucker. He's taking up cap space. He's taking up a position on this team that somebody else could do. And you've been here for going on. This is about to be his 3rd season.
This is his 3rd season.
And you ain't cared enough to lose enough weight or learn the damn technique or learn the footwork in 3 seasons. You don't care about this job. You don't care about being here. You're not disciplined enough. Somebody else is hella focused, the hella disciplined, and doing everything they can. Jogging, running, fucking waking up in the morning, eating raw eggs on some Rocky shit. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't getting a chance. Get his lazy ass the fuck up out of here.
He was injured, Lou. He was injured. You can't get up and run. He's injured.
Yeah, I would tell you this, though. He's not getting that right tackle job back from Illuminor.
He's not.
I don't care if he's healthy, Pat, bro.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you, that's fluff.
Based off the interview that Brian Dable had.
But I think that's
he
fluff.
literally said Illuminor will be over there until we see what Evan Neal can do.
Ain't no way.
There's some time. Let's see.
Ain't no way they going say he comes back week 2, 3, and the line is playing well. There's no way they going to put him in there over
if we 3-0 and his ass gets
he won't come back.
His ass sitting on the bench.
But if Evan Neal can get healthy while training camp is going and preseason's going, he will be back at right tackle.
Yeah, they'll slide him in there if the season ain't started.
But if the season has started,
and we winning without him.
I make a prediction. Not Evan Neal. Robinson will challenge Nabers for the leading wide receiver and catching yards this season.
Which Robinson, Wandale or Allen?
Wandale.
That it could very well happen,
yeah.
Miz.
That's not far off, yeah.
Because if they're double teaming Nabers to take him out of the game, and they're leaving Wandale Robinson 1-on-1, I don't see too many guys winning one-on-one battles with Wandale Robinson. I don't see it.
Wandale Robinson's going to get a ton of yak yardage this year. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
that's why
That
I
middle
think
of
he
that
gets
field's
up
going
to
to be wide open, yo.
Mhm.
Average B says Neighbors and Wandale with 1,000. Hyatt will get 7, and Theo with the 500.
Let me
That's the
comment.
greatest
That's fair.
show on turf,
Let
big
me
blue version. Average beast.
let
That's
me
what
let me
that is.
let me comment on that. I don't think you see Theo Johnson this year.
No, Bellinger.
I think it's going to be Bellinger and Cager.
Cager, yeah.
One
That's
reason
interesting.
why, because Cager got his weight up this offseason. Cager looks good, pause. And if he shows that he can be that receiver tight end, you know Dabo's going to trust Cager over anybody. They
Yeah,
have an
they
actual
seem to like Cager,
yeah,
for
he
some
has an
reason.
actual relationship with Cager. He's been with
Yeah, he's
Cager
been
since he was in
scouting
high
Cager
school.
since high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
And
I like
Theo
Cager.
Johnson,
What, Pat? Sorry.
and Theo Johnson is missing valuable reps right now. So if he can't get that hip flexor straight before they get into the preseason, I just don't see him being a huge part of this offense just yet. This is not saying Theo Johnson is not a good player. This is just based off analysis and just being available. You know, your best ability is availability, and right now he's not available. And he's losing out on major reps right now. And he's a rookie. So he has a lot of things going against him for him not getting those reps right now. So I think Cager will be the receiving tight end. And Bellinger, to be honest with you, if they actually literally gave him a chance to be a receiving tight end, he definitely could be a valuable option at tight end. He could be that guy that Daniel Jones trusts, that security blanket. That guy that you throw the ball to the middle of the field 4 yards and he gets a first down because he ran over a DB to get those extra 3 yards for the first down.
I'm with you on that one, Chris D. He need to sign that man because it's already evident that Illuminor is going to be at right tackle. God forbid he takes a bad hit in that bruised rib and it becomes worse. Now we're down to no right tackle. So they need to get Von Ratten in here so that in the worst case scenario, if Azudu does have to play tackle, we ain't worried about the guard position. So I agree with
They
you on
might
that.
have some type of handshake agreement with Van Rotten. Is he coming off any type of injury or anything like that?
He was
No.
he was a Brasillo guy in the Raiders.
What it is, NYG, I'm glad you pointed that out. They may be waiting to see if Evan Neal can come back earlier. You see what I'm saying? Now, if Evan Neal is getting to the point where it's 2 weeks in the training camp, Van Rotten, come on in, man, because we can't trust this guy. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't trust him. And if Evan Neal is still on the sideline, still running super slow, and his ankle is not up to par, that's when I think Van Rotten comes in. And I think they do have a gentleman's agreement, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Mark Stewart.
Hope
makes
so.
sense, Pat. Makes sense.
I don't want no gentleman agreement. Sign this guy. I don't care.
But man, we already signed 6 fucking linemen and brought in 2 undrafted free agents. We still have McKeithen and Azudu. And I think Azudu was hurt too.
Get rid of
I think
McKeithen.
Azudu was hurt too because he's not getting any reps. So I don't know, man. We might need to sign this guy right now because he's a good player.
They're focusing on making him a swing tackle. They're not making him a guard no more because he was a jack of all trades in Carolina. That's what P-Dot was telling us. They said it might be better for him to just learn the swing tackle position because he was very good, but they was using him as a Swiss Army knife, and they need to just focus him on getting a swing tackle.
And if that's the case, well, it is the case because P-Dot said it, so it is the case. But that's even more bad news for Evan Neal if he can't get healthy.
That's why I'm saying we need to go ahead and sign Van Rotten so that Illuminor can take that position and we can be solidified because this shit is crazy.
But Van Rotten is a guard, so I see him and Stenny will fight for that starting guard position. And I'll be honest with you, Stenny has the up right now, but if that Van Rotten dude comes, I think he gets in at that guard. Because Brasillo knows how to use him because he turned him into a top guard in the league.
And he played right next to
He was ranked 7th.
Illuminor. Yeah, he played right on the right side next to Illuminor.
Bellinger was playing solid before the damn Judy chop to the eye. Yes.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Hey, you know what? I'm liking that scenario a lot more because that gives you familiarity.
Yeah.
He has his top 2 linemen that he had from his team.
Now they don't have to worry
previous
about
year.
getting beat with stunts over there on that right
Yeah,
side.
because they work with each
Yeah,
other.
right.
You know what? Hey, you know what? I like Evan Neal, but the more you talk about it,
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm telling you.
Sense.
because if we can move Runyon
Come over to me and
over there
Lou's
towards
side.
Thomas and JMS, I think he's a solid center, even though he struggled as a rookie. But you're gonna struggle as a rookie.
JMS, Von Ratten, and the Luminor on the right, and
Runyon and Thomas.
Runyon and Thomas.
on the left, you got a squadron, bro.
Because Runyon is a very good pass blocker himself. So him and Thomas on that left side, Daniel Jones ain't got to worry about a damn thing. And then if you got 2 guys that play with each other, that played with each other last year, and they were very good together on that right side. Only thing you worried about now is John Michael Schmitz. And if he has all those veterans on that line, he's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Real
That
talk.
was good. And then you could take your time with this new coach developing Evan Neal over the season if you want.
Right, Miz. And that's what they need to do. Stop throwing that man in there if he's not ready to fucking play.
If that lineup happens, Evan Neal's not coming back. They're gonna trade him.
I'm fine with that.
If those two guys play very well together,
right
why would you ruin that? Why would you try to bring Evan Neal? Let's say we go to the playoffs and win a playoff game again, and that whole offensive line stayed together the whole season. They're not going to bring Evan Neal. Do you know the last time we had an offensive line play a full season together? I can't even remember.
Shit, probably like 2007.
I can't even remember.
No. How about play a month together?
Right. Right. Shit, 3 weeks. I can't remember. If they build that, they're not going to ruin that, bro. Because now you're playing with your job by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see why I was freaking out yesterday, Pat, for a moment.
Yo, you was bugging, bro. That shit. He said, I fucking knew it. Like, what?
Yeah, I was saying, like, what happened?
He's like, yo, he's talking about Evan Neal. He's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. He was like,
I thought he was hurt, like out for the season. That's what I thought.
No, nah. Off a gut punch.
According to what
he got a gut punch. That's all.
According to what Alex reported.
Welcome to New York. He got a welcome to New York punch.
Yeah, Alex reported from training camp today that it was a bruised rib. He did come out.
Didn't I say that?
Yeah. So
I said that.
No, I know. Man, so I mean, he'll be fine before preseason even. So, by next week he'll be fine, and we'll have a solidified right tackle. And
he wanted to play today, but they told him no.
Yeah, Evan Neal gonna get traded. Hallelujah.
No, I don't know. Not right now. But,
No, not right now. But if that Van Rotten dude comes in and he plays next to
Miz, you was right about Kadarius Toney. I'm right about Evan Neal. I'm telling you, bro.
Because that clip that they show him running on the sideline, did it look like he lost any weight?
No.
Hell
no.
I'm asking me. I'm being serious as I don't know what.
I'm being serious too.
When you seen that clip, did Evan Neal look like he lost any weight?
No.
So again, I don't know. How much weight can he lose if he's not able to run and work out? And
that's the point we've been trying to say.
I understand that, but a fact is a fact. You know that, Miz. You say it all the time. A fact is a fact.
He was drafted. Supposedly, he held his weight very well. You know what I mean? Like he was an athlete.
For college kids,
he was jumping over 6 foot box. Remember?
I don't care if you can jump over an 80-foot box. If you can't get into your kick step, you're useless as a lineman.
Yeah.
And you're going against the elite of the elite. In college, you could get away with that because you're just bigger and stronger. And they don't know how to use the moves and use leverage like how NFL caliber edge rushers do. And that's what he's having an issue with. And if he hasn't Go ahead.
No, I'm saying to this guy in the chat, Red. But if you're gonna wait to the point later in the year where you come to the point where you're gonna trade him, you're not getting much.
I don't think you get much for Evan. Maybe a 3rd round pick, maybe, if that.
Maybe 4.
But
Because it looks
Cut
like
your losses,
it looks
cut
like
your
you
losses.
quit on him, right? So
Don't get me wrong. I think he'll eventually be a good tackle. It's just we've been bad for so long, and we're trying to rebuild.
we can't
don't
afford it.
have the time to waste on
Yeah.
him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can't, bro. We need to send him somewhere else where they got time to develop him. We don't. We need somebody that can step in now because the clock is ticking. DJ's on his last year if he don't show out.
Yeah.
And that whether people want to admit it or not, if he don't show out this year, it's a fucking wrap for Daniel Jones.
And if Daniel Jones sees that shit happening this season, he's gonna have to say something, because that's another thing with Daniel Jones that might, I'm not gonna say is a negative, but if you out there fighting for your life, bro, you gotta say something to them offensive linemen that are not blocking. You just can't get crushed and get up and just walk to the sidelines every time, bro. You gotta say something like,
Yeah.
listen, fellas, y'all gotta do something. Y'all gotta block somebody out here today, like, please. But I guess that's never in his character. I don't think that was in Eli's character.
And you know what having these veterans on the line does too? It allows you to continue to build the line. You know what I mean? Like the depth. So going into next year's draft, you got Aluminum on the contract, Runyon, we'll see what Van Rotten. But now you can start to stack picks like the Cowboys and Eagles did for so many years and start to keep that line. Yes, keep that line replenished. Now you can do that instead of relying on all these young players and these rookies.
Yeah.
And undeveloped, people.
And nobody has any chemistry
I'm
with
sorry
anybody.
that you feel that way,
Right.
Slade One Gunner. But thank you for stopping by. Hit that subscribe button. Have a great evening. He said, y'all overthinking too much. Good night.
It's called critical thinking. It's called critical thinking. You
You're
think
not
of
supposed to
scenarios.
think at all in this day and
Maybe,
era.
maybe
Don't
that's our
think.
problem. We think
too
like an
much.
organization.
No, we
Maybe that's
actually
our
do
problem.
think.
We think like a business. We come up with scenarios and logical reasoning to our opinions. That's what. Let me get on camera real quick.
The problem is we actually offer solutions, and most of the fan base
Yeah.
just bitches and moans.
Yeah,
That's the
like
difference. We offer
thought-
solutions and a way through it, a path through the problem. Most people just come on here and bitch and moan. And y'all not used to people that actually figure out a path, point it out, map it out, and give you the blueprint to it. That's what we do here. Most people just bitch and moan. My pussy hurts. We don't do that shit here. You know what I'm saying?
like I thought critical thinking was part of being an actual man in real life, to be honest with you.
No, you can't be a man in today's world. That's toxic. You
How?
have to
But
take fucking
that doesn't make any sense.
fuck out of here.
That's a part of life. That's part of the blessing of life. Being a critical thinker. That's like you gotta provide. You gotta provide for your family. You gotta make decisions. You gotta make moves to make money.
Hey. You can't make sense on YouTube. They'll demonetize you.
Like I don't understand like overthinking. Like we're not coming up with these horrible solutions. Like that's a literal solution that NYG brought up with the Van Rotten thing, because it's literally P-Dot was just on the show and he said literally for years, I can't remember the last year where the offensive line had chemistry with each other and played with each other for a long time. Pause.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like that matters with the offensive line. You got to know what the guy next to you tendencies are. When we pick up a stunt, we got to do this to pick up this stunt. But if you're playing with somebody brand new every week, unless you're somebody that's a Hall of Fame caliber, and I'm saying it now, like Andrew Thomas, it's going to be an issue for you. Unless you're somebody like what's the name? Some of the best tackles that ever played the game.
We got a smart guy here. Christopher Tony said all in on getting rid of Evan Neal.
Like I don't
I'm gonna get rid of him right now, but I'm gonna still wait.
I think what Tommy said about Daniel Jones, I think Daniel Jones does have a little bit of a different energy coming into camp this year.
Yeah.
And again, it's the Malik Nabers effect. I'm telling you, that dude is a dog. He's going to help this whole entire offense. You know
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
the Malik
He's gonna.
Nabers effect is part of it, but DJ came back focused with a chip on his shoulder. He's heard and read all the shit that's been said about him.
That's
Yes,
true too.
Malik Nabers
Facts.
is a contributing factor 100%, but DJ came back focused with a vengeance too.
Yeah, but also you got to think too, that pass that he threw today, you know, and I know it's just a camp pass or whatever, but what that showed me is that look, now Daniel Jones doesn't have to overthink this thing anymore. Just throw the fucking ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? These dudes are gonna go get it. Hyatt's gonna go get it. Slayton's gonna go get it now. You know, he's getting some coming out, you know, a little bit of a coming out party, pause. But now you got Nabers, you know, that can go up and get the football. We seen it last year from Wandale Robinson on that one play. Remember when he jumped up and snatched the football out the air? So you got guys that's gonna go and get the football. What did Pat talk about all last year? Man, go make a play for your quarterback. Go make a play for your quarterback. These guys are going to make plays for the quarterback now, and that's going to help Daniel Jones not overthink shit, and hopefully, you know, he can speed up the processing and just let the ball go. Just let it go. And I think that's going to happen if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, Neighbors does have a major effect. I think both you guys are right on that. I think Daniel Jones has a chip on his shoulder this year, and Neighbors is going to make it easier for him because if he gets out his own head and develops that trust with Neighbors.
Well, I think you were right earlier when you said he's trusting him already, because there's been a few catches where he threw that Neighbors had to lay out to get it, and Neighbors laid out to get it. So he's like, okay, I can trust this guy to come up with it, even if I misthrow the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Daniel Jones let that turnover when they talked about his turnovers in his rookie season. I think that shit really got to that dude, and he is so cautious about not turning the football over because he doesn't want to hear that shit from the media and the fans and shit the damn coaches. So you know, I think that shit really got to him, you know, and we started to see him play a little looser, pause, in 2022, but you know, it was a setback last year for the whole team, man. So I think this year they can come out loose and play fast.
No, that makes too much sense. We have to come up with some crazy fuckery. That makes too
look
much
at look at his. This is what I noticed a little bit today in some of the plays. I see a different mechanics in his footwork. Something that reminded me, and he's not this guy, but reminded me of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning used to drop back in the pocket, right? He wouldn't step up like two big steps. He would take these little baby inch steps as he held the ball up here. And I'm seeing Jones doing that right now. He did that on a few passes today.
Well, you do know that's who he was trained by. He was trained by Cutcliffe. That's who trained the Mannings.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody says that he reminds them of the Mannings. And like you said, not saying that he's Peyton Manning because the negative people will run with it. He just said Daniel Jones is like Peyton Manning. I can't stand those people, bro. You know damn well that's not what he said. But you're right. And what if Hyatt can develop into that too? Because Hyatt has that dog in him too.
Yeah.
And if he sees Neighbors going out there grabbing the ball over people's heads, paws, he's going to want to do that too. Hyatt is a competitor, bro.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. That dude's a competitor. That dude works his ass off just as much as everybody else on that field. So if he can overcome two things. First, getting off the line of scrimmage. He has to find his own way to get off the line of scrimmage. And that's why I'm glad Steve Smith was talking with him. Because he was little, but Steve Smith was compact. That was a strong little dude, bro. That dude was a monster. But if he can find a way to get off the line of scrimmage where people will come up to press him, and he gets that route running ability down by using his burst and be able to cut it off at an instant and then turn it right back on, if he develops that, he's going to be a problem. But that's the if right now. That's something that we'll have to monitor. Well, I'll monitor it going throughout training camp and throughout this season. If he develops that, man, that's a 1-2 punch for your ass, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't
1-2-3 punch with Wandale Robinson.
I don't know what those
You know
dudes do.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yo, Wando got a little dog in him too, like a chihuahua.
Oh, he got a lot of dog in him.
Yeah.
I'm
He
not
said-
worried about Wandale. Wandale roll is set.
Miss said like a chihuahua.
Hey, whatever you want to call him, the little chihuahuas will bite you in an instant.
Right, a rowdy chihuahua.
Damn fool, yo. Chihuahua.
Yo, I think if Wando is healthy all year, he's gonna be a beast. I really do.
That's funny.
So
Because of slot.
I can't stand it, man. Like, you can't have any type of optimism or talk with any type of logic or have any type of ideas. You just gotta be an absolute bird brain, bro. And that's weird to me, bro. I think, man. I try to come up with solutions, bro. I try to find a way out of the wilderness, man. Just because you drop me in the jungle don't mean I'm just gonna sit there and just die. No, I'm gonna try to find a way to get me a lion fur. I'm gonna try to find me a way to make me a weapon so I can go out there and try to fish and survive. I'm gonna learn how to make a freaking house out of logs. I don't care. I gotta survive. I'm not just gonna sit there and just let you kick me in the head all day. It's weird, bro.
Hey, listen to the two Brooklynites on the panel tonight, Miz and NYG. Edgar Berlanga, hometown Brooklyn native, Puerto Rican, is getting his shot at Canelo September 14th.
Okay.
He's
It's
gonna
gonna be a
lose.
good fight, man.
Okay.
He's gonna lose.
Yo,
Oh, Belinga's gonna lose, but I think Belinga, it's gonna be a unanimous decision because I just think Canelo's gonna outbox him.
I thought you said yo Lou. I said, you said he gonna lose.
Yeah, he said who loses? I think Belinga loses.
Yeah.
Dex don't hurt no more of our offensive linemen. What do you think we can get for Neil? Yeah.
There we go.
Not much.
Next draft, I want to see O-line.
What about these rumors about Simmons, Pat? I'd take a Simmons.
Justin Simmons, the safety.
Yes. Yes.
I think they're good at safety, bro. I think they're good at safety. I think they like who they have, to be honest with you.
Once the scrimmages start and after preseason, players like O.V. Rogers, D.B. Johnson, Ayer Fox, McKeithen, Owens, Chapman, I wonder who stays.
Yeah, that's tough, man, because
I like
those
Chapman.
are some decent players, but some of those guys are not going to make the team. Hopefully, they'll be on the practice squad, but some of those guys are not going to make the
Johnson is
team.
that wide receiver who had no, is he? Yeah, he's a wide receiver.
Tudo. I want Chapman on this team.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Who's he get the spot over?
That's the point.
I don't know.
You got DJ Davidson, you got Riley, you got Nacho, you got Williams, you got Ryder Anderson. Like, I don't know, man. We're gonna lose some good people, bro. And I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good problem to have, but we're gonna lose some good people.
Yeah, Ayer Asante, wide receiver out of Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
We still got John Giles too.
Yeah, he's another receiver. He's a taller receiver. He has talent, but hopefully he can stay on the practice squad because I know he's not gonna make the team. But
He's 6'2" and 3/4, 220 pounds. In 2023, he had 54 catches for 1,081 yards and 13 touchdowns.
mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
like
I'll
I said, that's a
I'll
good
be back, guys. I'll be back.
All right.
I'll be back.
Jones has one. Jones has an I don't give a attitude. You can see it. Nonchalant way in press conference. Jones has to just play ball, no hesitation. JMS won't get pushed back as much this year. Pocket
We'll be better.
Okay. Then I'm toxic. You better get a gloves and mask. Facts. Hurts was complaining about his 8 different OCs and how difficult it is in the NFL Live. Applauded him, but with Jones, he has to go. Right. That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are great. We love our team. Like we are still kids, but we have to see it differently as we get older. Just how it is.
Facts.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Dan, man. Hit that subscribe button for all of the gentlemen here.
Andrew.
Popular Opinion Sports,
What's good?
G Nation Inside Sports, Big Pat Sports Talk. You're apparently a subscriber to him already. Kevin Dunchick. So the excuse Daniel Jones never had any weapons is out the window, right?
Yeah, you can say that if you want. Like I said, you little negative guys, because he's one of them. Yeah, you can say that.
Jones can take at least 5 or 6 good shots downfield over 40-yard plays that will be the difference defensively. They will have to watch for that scheme
Facts.
that instead of playing downhill the whole game. Yep.
Yep.
If it's not in your mind, heart, and soul, no one in the world can help until you want it for yourself. That is a fact, and that's with anything. I'd say so, Kevin. I think Jason Garrett really got to him. Jason Garrett to get to any damn body. Look at him. Fucking Pete's sake. Jesus Christ. Any QB come from Duke and not sit behind Eli and then get thrown in the fire when wasn't ready. Wide receivers dropping passes, defense trash, O-line dumpster juice, incompetent coaching it. Takes some years to get right. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this in division coach trading crap. Yeah. If you want a QB play aggressive, then get him some pass catchers that he can trust that plays at a high level. That's a fact. That's why we got Malik Nabers. Jones Slayton connection is looking like one against the opposition's 2 and 3 DBs. Tuto!
Going on to the
What's good, Tudo?
Respect to El Rey, Boricua, Little Bronx, Little Italy people, old people, short people, wannabes. Big Blue Crew fam, greetings from me and my fam in Princeton.
You forgot to say non-thinking people.
Now, I don't know. Listen, we're a very diverse group here, but we don't have a bunch of those. Our O-line sucks. Well, thank you very much for the news, Mr. Pete Winans. Greatly appreciate it. Please hit that
Pete.
subscribe button and that thumbs up button.
Right. What's going on, Pete, and not Pete Davidson?
But y'all, I got a dip, fellas, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
All right.
All right, NYJ.
You doing the blacktop tomorrow, right? Well, damn. Okay. Exception. Please, everyone hit the like button and subscribe to G Nation Inside Sports. Thank you, Tudo. Yeah, we ain't gonna be on too much longer. It's already midnight. I gotta work in the morning. Please, everyone hit the like and subscribe button. Unpopular Opinion Sports. Also for Big Pat. Also for Miz. Go to my shop. Cop you some merch, you heard? Start playing. Go get you some Big Pat's merch. Forget about the poor people and the hungry people, please. I listen, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not rich. So what category does that put me in? Neil needs to go. Facts. There you go, Pete Winans. Hit that subscribe button for your boy G Nation if you agree with me on that then. Tudo, my main man. How the hell am I supposed to feed y'all? Okay. Send me a super chat so I go to the food then. Tudo crazy.
Right.
Pete Winans. Tony, can we sign Von Ratten? Yes. I've been saying that shit. I've been saying it. Give it to Evan Neal. Sign Van Rotten, throw him at guard. Put your boy Lou Manor right tackle. And there you go. Just saying. Yo, you guys showed out with P. Dot improved. Y'all are the best and better than the talking heads. Hey,
appreciate you, Rome.
Thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate it. I ain't want to say nothing, but I'm not going to stop y'all from saying it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to come up here and be braggadocious and sound arrogant, but I'm definitely not going to stop you guys from saying it.
That's a fact. Yeah. The P. Dot said it himself. So
They say, you guys get it. You guys are cooking with the sauce. Pseudo trenches must improve for the season. That is a fact. Just found you guys. You good.
Hey, hit that
Thank you,
subscribe
bro.
button for Big
Please
Pat
hit that
Sports Talk.
subscribe button, man. Yes, and that's my co-host. We are the founders of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. All right, we're building that platform as well. We'll let you know the information so you can go and subscribe there also. Let's go New York Giants and Big Blue Wrecking Crew. Bam!
Yes,
Put it up there,
sir.
11-6. He said cooking with that fish grease. Hey, too hot in the hot tub.
Right, I was getting ready to say. That's what I was getting ready to say. Hanging around each other too long. Got shows for to say that.
Please, everyone, like button. Don't
Ain't no
forget
damn
about
sense.
Tyree Phillips, y'all. Yeah. Please, everyone, hit the chat. In the chat, hit the like button and subscribe to Big Pat Sports Talk. Big Blue, you heard? Don Paul D and Big Blue Crew was good. Show 11-6. So who they losing to?
I
Well,
think
I'm
we
gonna make a
lose to
video
the
giving my breakdown on that. You already know. New York Giants 11-6 coming season, and we say forget about it. Tell them to though. I copped some merch. Y'all better support these guys too. Oh
facts.
man,
Appreciate you.
appreciate it, bro. Pete, go Knicks. Facts.
Hey, the Knicks are gonna
Brooklyn
be
Nets shit
serious
around
this
here.
year, man. The Knicks got one of the best starting fives in the league.
Yes, they do. And they about to smack some shit up. I can't wait.
Yeah, the Knicks are gonna be a problem this year. They got that whole team back, plus they added pieces.
Oh man, Pete, you ain't subscribed.
Yeah, Dan, man. We do got 11.6 million.
Pete Winders, when you subscribe? You ain't subscribed here?
Trying to see. I think they do sign about 3 more people. Just trying to see. I think they're waiting for somebody to get injured.
He said 11-6 million cap space. No, 11-6 on the season.
No, he's saying we got 11.6 million cap space. That's what he's saying.
Tell the Tino to get a player to go on here.
Tally, thank you for the I think that's the $2 super chat. That color. Appreciate you. And we're in the works of doing that. So be on the lookout.
Yes, Saturday night we're doing
Will, what's going on? Who's
UFC
fighting this Saturday?
UFC 304.
Oh, Patty the Batty is fighting. Oh, heck yeah.
And King. Yeah.
Oh, Patty the Batty. Yeah, we gotta do that one.
Aziz is going to be a problem.
Yes, he will be.
Yes, definitely going leather to the face this Saturday and the following Saturday for Terrence Crawford and Madrimov and Pitbull Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela. Also Andy Ruiz versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller.
That's
So,
this Saturday too?
no, that's the next Saturday after
Okay.
UFC 304. So it's going to be
Okay.
two Saturdays of leather to the face that are going to be hot.
All right, Pete. Thank you for the subscribe, man. I think you just subscribed to me too. Appreciate you.
Subscribe to me. He told a fib. Oh, now he did. Told a fib, sir. I would make a move for Gilmore, have him the number 2. I subscribed and like. Thank you, Mr. Pete Winans. He says, Pete, subscribe and like. Yes, listen to Pete Winans. He's a very smart guy. Okay, hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button. It costs you absolutely nothing to push that button. It's free to support the cause. All right. But yeah, man, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this wide receiver competition. Are you excited about it? Do you think it's just smoke and mirrors, or do you think that we actually have a chance to make some noise this year, go 11-6, and bring a championship home?
Facts.
Too hype for 304. These last few nights have been rough. LOL. Even 303 was a dud.
Talking about UFC.
Oh, UFC. I was he talking about area codes? I was lost for a minute. What's up, Big Pat, Big Lou? We got this. The Giants will shut up the haters with 11-6 season. Sky's the limit. Will Wilkins in the building. Yeah. Pete Winers. Jones has confidence in Nabers already. It shows. Yep.
Yeah, it does.
Ladies and gents, it's past midnight here in Jersey. We're hitting the bed and we'll wake up in a few hours for my routine workout. Since Lou never feeds us, never. Everyone in peace. How am I supposed to feed you, my brother? This is crazy. This. I'm starting to think you're a troll. You're trolling me too, though. Pete Winers, let's go. Let's go, Big Blue. Nah, have a good night too, though. Hope you guys get some rest. Go out there and kick some ass. Park.
Yep.
But yeah, man, it's after 12, and you know, we just want you guys to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, man. We're probably gonna get out of here. Been working all day and then coaching my son's Pop Warner football team after work, and then came home and set up a live. So it's just been a hot, long day, and I'm tired. Tudo, yeah, you a troll, man. I'm supposed to feed you. Jersey born, living Jackson. Nabers can make the under routes, slants, drag routes, throw Slayton, Hyatt, go routes, Robinson, Nabers, Eaton. I think the O-line will block for that to open up. Yeah, they got a bunch of pass blockers. That's what we brought in here was pass blockers. If you notice, we got rid of one of the premier running backs in the league, and we brought in a bunch of pass blockers and top dog at receiver. So that should pretty much tell you the Giants are planning to air it out this year. Expect our running game to be a lot of short passes. Get some rest, guys. Many blessings. Yo, Sexy Dexy needs to take it easy. Right, he's trying to hurt our own players. Man, I'm excited about our wide receiver room. We have a lot of talent we haven't had since the Cruise Knicks championship years ago. Let's go. That's right. Please keep it up, guys. Good night. Peace. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mr. Tony, Mr. Wilkins, Pete, Talleyrand, Tommy, Tudo, E-Man Perry, Deception, Will Wilkins, Dan Man, Tommy, everybody who stopped by today, man. Average Beast.
Andrew.
22, Tyrone Hall, Christopher Tony, Chris D.
That's everybody. I'm not mistaken.
Kevin Doncic.
Oh, Dan Man, Moet,
Drew,
Slade,
Red Fox, Slade.
Alex was in the building. El Capitan was in the building. Average Beast.
Alex.
Chris Ram, Red Fox. A lot of you guys came in here.
Not Zay, Mark Stewart, Jacob Petruzzi.
Even Kevin Doncic.
Yeah. A-Trax DeWint. 40 Luck, E-Man Perry, Not Zay. Man, all these guys.
G537.
Hit that subscribe button. C357. Yeah.
Marlon, Jairus, Timothy came through.
And until next time, guys, y'all already know what it is, man.
Daniel Berry Sports, what up? Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Deception.
Sports Network signing off, man. Until the next time, y'all already know what it is. Cheers.
Ain't no chatting, no writing, just action. All my just front like they tapping. You already know. Popping. Ain't no stopping me, man. Steady rocking. Watch them hate on me now, cause I'm locked in. Watch the hate on me now, cause I'm popping. I ain't stopping.